T Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy T, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on 7 league winning stacks that could win you a championship. Yes, guys, I got 7 league winning stacks. And listen, if you watch the whole live, I got 2 bonus stacks, which is kind of like a sleeper stack, guys, that could possibly boom and win your championships. So with no further ado, guys, let's begin. Make sure you hit the like button. This is cutting edge content. And let me tell y'all something. When I say cutting edge content, I don't know if y'all thinking that I'm going to give you some type of 3.14 formula. That's not what I mean when I say cutting edge. Cutting edge means, guys, I don't care. What I mean, I care about my content, but I ain't up here trying to be somebody that I'm not. I'm giving to you straight facts the way I believe it, and I stand on it, and I hold myself accountable. That's why I'm cutting edge. A lot of people might think I need to do well. I think that Desmond Ridder is going to throw for 1.5 yards per on the outside, and he's going to do it at the 3 o'clock on a dot. No, that's not cutting edge. That's scientific cutting edge. Cutting edge don't mean it's science. Cutting edge can also mean that I'm giving you sauce that nobody else can give you. It's almost kind of like, if you want to rappers, that battle rappers, there's battle rappers that are lyricists. So that don't mean you got to be a lyricist just because you Nas. You could be a lyricist battle rapper. So I think I'm cutting edge. I believe that I'm cutting edge because I'm giving you raw fantasy football content that's personable. A lot of these guys, you can't even really reach them. They really ain't. They act like they so above everything. It's like, okay, I'm not playing that guy. I'm not going to do that. I mean, you telling me to draft CMC. I'm not going to be able to get CMC in every draft. So that's why I believe that I'm cutting edge. But with no further ado, guys, let's get started on these stacks. So the first stack, guys, that I'm high on, that I like, that I think you can win a fantasy football championship with is Jalen Hurts. Yes, guys, Jalen Hurts. And the reason why I believe that you can win a fantasy football championship with Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith is because, guys, he's going to have one-on-one on the outside almost 90% of the time because of Jalen Hurts' running ability. So you're not going to be the double. If you double team A.J. Brown, the run game going to eat you up. If you double Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown going to hit you with a big play. If you try to cover all these guys, they just going to go up and down the field on you like they did Kansas City. It's impossible. So this is my number one stat. If you can go and get, I wouldn't say draft A.J. Brown in the first round, but if you could get him at the 112, 2-1, I would do that. Then get Jalen Smith in the second round. This is super flex, right? It's super flex talking, or even single quarterbacks. I do it in a single quarterback. And then come around the 4th round and get Devontae Smith. I think you got a league winning stack. I don't think it really would matter who your running backs be. That's just my 2 cents with that. So, guys, I think Jalen Hurts has a chance to win MVP again. Now, I got other sleeper MVPs that can possibly win MVP, But if you ask me to put $100 on it right now, I'll probably put my money on Jalen Hurts. And like I said, guys, that run game is unstoppable. And I've been telling y'all for how long? About 2 years, 3 years now. This is what also makes my channel Cutting Edge. That running quarterbacks are taking over the game. Nobody says anything. You hear channels say that now. I've been saying that 2 or 3 years ago. That the game is a hybrid position. It's about hybrids, and it's about quarterbacks. Kind of like the NBA changed from big men to point guards and shooting threes. Same thing with the NFL game. Quarterbacks are your new bell cows. Go get those guys. If you got the top 5, 6 quarterbacks, you automatically probably in the fantasy football playoffs. So, moving on, guys, to my second stack. My second stack that I really like is the Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa. So, guys, if you can get Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle, I think you can blow people out the water. Guys, Tua is going super late now. He's going early last year than he is right now. Because of his concussion history, guys, nobody wants to touch Tua. So getting Tyreek Hill in the first round and getting Jalen Waddle in the third round, early third round, and then waiting and just getting Tua as the draft come to you, guys, and then you look at the running back you can get in the second round right there. So getting Tyreek in the first round, then get your running back in the second round, and then getting Jalen Waddle in the third round, killer stack. Those 4 players right there, to me, are unstoppable. And guys, yes, Tua can get hurt. So that's a risk that you got to take. So you might have to go and get a backup quarterback or work the waiver wire. Me, I'm a waiver wire guy. If I go and draft a quarterback, I'm going to trust it, right? Unless a guy just falls and I can get another guy like Will Late that shouldn't have slipped, and it's not going to hurt my team. But I love that Miami Dolphins stat, guys. Mike McDaniels is one of the best offensive coordinators in the game. He's throwing the deep ball. He's not playing. That's why he went and got Tyreek and paid him a lot of money. The game has changed. It ain't about prototypical wide receiver. Jalen Waddle is not a great route. Jalen Waddle or Tyreek is probably not a top 10 route runner. But they separated more than all the top route runners, more than Devontae Adams, more than Cooper Kupp. Their separation is killer because of speed. Now, back in the day when you could take your middle linebacker and blow Tyreek up if you come across the middle, you didn't want this type of team. It wasn't going to last long. But now where you can't really slam a quarterback to the ground without getting a flag and you can't boom these smaller wide receivers, these guys are going to boom and have amazing seasons. So I love that Tua in the Miami stat. Make sure you get that. Moving on to my number 3 stat, guys. And my number 3 stat is Justin Herbert. Yes, guys, Justin Herbert. And the reason why I like the Los Angeles Chargers as a stat is because, guys, I think Justin Herbert had a bad year when he got injured in his ribs. So I believe if Keenan Allen and Mike Williams can stay healthy 75% of the season, this guy can bust out. This guy is super talented. Justin Herbert is very athletic. He has a big arm, and he's pretty accurate too. You know what I'm saying? That's not his strength, but I would trust him being accurate to get the ball to Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. So Keenan Allen, guys, is second to none. He's probably can lead the league in targets if he stays healthy. Mike Williams is a big play threat. All he needs to do is stay healthy. And then you got other guys like Quentin Johnson. Now listen, if you want to replace some of these stats with a different guy, it's just like going to a restaurant. If you don't want green peppers, you want onions, that's fine. If you don't want Mike Williams, you want Quentin Johnson, that's fine. But to me, I'm going with Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams as a stat, guys. Love that stat this year. Moving on to my number 4 stat. And this is one of my personally favorite ones. And it's Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And I want to get Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, and Rashard Bateman. But me, instead of me getting Mark Andrews, I'm not saying I'm fading him this year, but I would rather have Zay Flowers, and Rashard Bateman. Or you could switch out Mark Andrews with Odell Beckham. To me, I'm going with Zay Flowers and Rashard Bateman on Lamar Jackson. And guess what? On some of these stacks, guys, you can also get the running back. I said what I said. You cannot overdo it. And reason why you can't overdo it when it comes to a stack like with Lamar Jackson is J.K. Dobbins. With Lamar Jackson or J.K. Dobbins is going to get the rushing touchdown. So you squeeze. That's what I call squeezing that backfield, squeezing that team. So if Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens end up being a top 5 offense, guys, it doesn't matter who doesn't hit that week. You're going to have all those points. When they score 38 points, you're going to have 38 points scored on your fantasy team. So if Rashad Bateman only gets 6 points, it don't matter. Mark Andrews, I have 30. And Lamar, I have 40. And J.K. Dobbins, I have 19. And it'll move that way all through the season, guys. So I'm fine with stacking my team with any of those guys. If you, like I said, if you don't want green peppers, you can get onions. So if you want to pivot for Mark Andrews and get Odell Beckham, that's fine. All right, guys, moving to my number 5 stack. My number 5 stack is the Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson, and then David Njoku and Amari Cooper. I think that Deshaun Watson is going to have a breakout season. The guy started getting better down the stretch. The guy always has been a top 5 quarterback. He just needs to get the rest off. So I'm not scared of drafting Deshaun Watson this year. So guys, if you can get David Njoku and Amari Cooper, or if you want to get Elijah Moore instead of David Njoku, that's fine. I think you need to target that stack, guys. I think that could be a league-winning stack. All right, moving on to my 6, guys. We got 2 more stacks, and then I'm going to get to like a sleeper stack for you. 2 sleeper stacks. All right, my number 6 stack is Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. And the reason why I like the Seattle Seahawks stack, guys, is because of Pete Carroll. I trust Pete Carroll. Nobody was on Geno Smith last year. Now, I wasn't that high on Geno. When I said whoever the starting quarterback was going to be fine, I trusted Pete. Everybody called me crazy for trusting Pete. I give cutting-edge content all the time, and it never gets accepted. Sometimes I think about won't you just talk about Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and, some of these, just talk about the easy stuff and just get views and grow my channel. Yay, TD, let's go. Good job, TD, you did it. I'm like, that's not going to win. But that's why guys, ain't nobody want to sit around and talk about nothing like going outside the box because people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. Same thing with YouTube channels talking about different things in this world. Sometimes they don't want to hear it. But I'm going to be real. I was on Pete Carroll because I trusted it. Because I know what type of coach Pete Carroll was. And Geno Smith balled out. Now, like I said, I didn't predict him to be no top 5 quarterback. I'm not going to sit here and cap. But I know that he was going to be fine because he had DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Now, if you want to switch out Tyler Lockett with Jackson Smith and Jigba, that's fine. To me, I'm keeping DK automatically. DK is a beast. But you can switch out Tyler Lockett with Jackson Smith and Jigba. You can go with draft Geno Smith and draft that stack. And also, if you want to, you can draft Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker together. Now, that's a different video. I'm going to do a video where you can draft the 2 running backs on the same team and squeeze it and play both of those guys together. I said what I said. You can do that, but this video is not about that. This video is about getting the quarterback and the receiver stack, and you can get some running back stacks. Just like if you go back to Justin Herbert and early, if you want to put Austin Eckler in there, that's fine. You can do that. You getting all those points. Only thing that you need to count on is that team being a top 5 offense. If that team is a top 5 offense, you're going to eat. Even if somebody eats, say Keenan Allen don't have a good game, it don't matter. You got Austin Eckler, he had a big game, and Mike Williams had a big game. And Justin Herbert had a big game. Say Justin Herbert don't have a big game, but Austin Eckler has a big game. And then Keenan Allen had a bunch of catches. You're going to squeeze that team and get all that high value top 5 offensive output. All right. So moving on to my number 7 team. And listen, guys, after I tell you my number 7, I'm going to tell you a team that I pivot off of. Not because I think they're not going to be good. It's because I'm fading them. And I'm not fading me. When I fade a team, it don't mean that you suck. It means that I don't want those problems. So I'm going to tell you a team that I'm fading. So I don't want y'all to think that I just totally missed this team. But my number 17 is the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison. Listen, Kirk Cousins had more pass attempts than I think. Maybe he was a top 3 pass attempts. And I think they had more offensive plays than any other team. This is a really explosive, top-end, high-value type offense. So that's why I got him over here instead of maybe another team. Kirk Cousins is going to be willing to deal with Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is going to get 12 targets a game. We all know that, right? So that's why I had to put him on there. So it's going to be easier for Jordan Addison. Now, listen, do I think KJ Osborne would eat? Yes, I do think KJ Osborne would eat and have some carries. Have some opportunities to catch some passes and some deep passes. So I had to put the Minnesota Vikings on here. I like Kirk Cousins. You can get him as a late ADP type quarterback, and then you can have Justin Jefferson taking him with the number 1 overall pick. That's where he's going. That's where I'm taking him. If I got the number 1 overall pick, and then you get Jordan Addison like the 5th, 6th round, maybe even later, just depending on how you build your leagues and his ADP changing. All right. So the one team that I pivoted against before I get to my 2 bonus teams, guys. Let me see. I got a comment in here. Let me see. What did he say? Lindell said, "This is fire. I'm very bullish on the Browns. I want Chubb." Yes, sir. I agree with that. I would get Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, Devin Njoku, and Amari Cooper. I would have that whole team I would have that whole offense on my fantasy football team. Yes, sir. I would. No cap. I agree 100%, bro. I'm not scared of getting 4 guys on a high value top 5 offense. I'm not doing it on a top 15 offense. I'm not doing it probably on the top 12 offense, but a top 5 offense, I'm squeezing that. If you got a top running back, I'm getting that guy. If you got a top tight end, I'm getting that guy. All right. So a team that I pivot off of appreciate that, Lindell. A team that I pivot off of was the Bengals. Now listen, I'm not gonna cap. Joe Burrow is one of the nicest quarterbacks that I've seen, especially as an early young quarterback. Jamar Chase is a phenom. If he stays healthy, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. It's that simple. I'm not going to cap. T. Higgins is a solid 2 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? He can give you 1,000 yards, especially playing on a team like with the Bengals, playing on that type of team. But I'm not touching them. And the reason why I'm not touching them, I don't like the coach. If they had Pete Carroll or somebody like that, oh my God, this team would be sick. I think the defense, they struggled this year. So some people might say, well, if the defense is struggling, maybe the offense has more targets. I think this whole team going to struggle. Listen, guys, I could be completely wrong. This team could go out and win the division and go and win a Super Bowl. I could be wrong. I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm correct. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I could be completely wrong on Cincinnati. I'm fading them. And again, guys, I'm not saying I'm fading a team because they not going to do good. I just don't want those problems. That's how you fade. You don't fade nobody just because you think they suck, because they can end up being good. So, don't get it twisted. If Jamar Chase fall to me at the right position, I'm going to take him. If Joe Burrow fall to me as a quarterback at the right position, I'm taking him. But I'm going out here and trying to create and build that stat. No, I'm going out here trying to build that Philadelphia Eagles stat, that Miami Dolphins stat, that Baltimore Ravens stat. I'm not targeting Cincinnati stat, but if they fall, I'll get them. And ain't no player too bad for me. If you fall, I'm gonna get you. But I'm not gonna sit there and take you. I'm not taking CMC number 1. But if he fall to me at the 112, the 2-1, I'm gonna take CMC. But I'm not targeting for CMC. So when I say fade, guys, that's why my channel is cutting edge. I have a different type of fade. I'm not just gonna pick a guy up just because everybody is on him. Sometimes you got to be able to read problems. And listen, if you look at this team, I don't trust the offensive line. I don't trust that offensive line. I don't trust the coach. And if you watched early in the season, Cincinnati struggled. Joe Burrow he was putting up 19, 20 points, and then down the stretch they got going again. And that struggles teams to me that's going to happen again. So I think teams are going to play 2 high safeties on them, take Jamar Chase away, or do the best that they can. They can't take him away, but do the best that they can to take him away and make Joe Mixon and whoever the running back beat him, and make Joe Mixon throw underneath to T. Higgins in the tight end. That's why Hayden Hurst was hitting last year. So that's why I'm not touching this team. I think you could get let down thinking they're going to do a lot of big plays, and then they end up struggling, and you mad, and you trying to trade Jamar Chase, and want nobody take him in redraft. That's why I don't want to be stuck with them. So I just want to give that caveat. I'm not saying that team suck. I just don't think they're going to do good this year. I don't think they got the right infrastructure. All right, let's move on to my 2 bonus guys. Well, my 2 bonus teams, and actually sleeper teams. The first one is Atlanta Falcons. Yes, guys, the Atlanta Falcons. I'm talking about that stack. Now listen, I'm not saying this is a top stack, but this is a sneaky stack. This stack right here, guys, could be one of the most, they probably got the best talent. Now, not quarterback, right? But if you got Kyle Pitts and Drake London and B. John Robinson, Bijan Robinson. If you got Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London, guys, that's what. Look at that. Look at that capital. That's like top 7. That's all on us top 7 picks. A team ain't had that type of draft capital probably in the history of the NFL. And all Desmond Riddle got to do is control the ball and be able to get the ball out in space. If he can do that, guys, this team can be deadly. Let me see. My homeboy Sports, SPS says, will Josh McDaniels be fired after this season? Yes, he will. Now, I don't know what their plan is, bro. If their plan is to rebuild, then no, I'm not going to fire him. But, bro, for them to go and target Jimmy Garoppolo, there's no way. They should have got a young quarterback in this draft. They should have moved to try to get a young quarterback. I would fire him. If you trying to win right now, this don't make sense. Now, listen, I think Josh McDaniels is one of the best offensive coordinators in the game. So that man going to have a job. But sometimes you got to be a coordinator. Like Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau's tried to be a head coach, and he failed miserably. But when Dick LeBeau just stayed with the Pittsburgh Steelers and just coached defense, he had the best defense in the league for over 12, 13 years and made a lot of money. So sometimes it ain't made for everybody to be a head coach. Right? Hopefully it ain't skipping, guys. Let me know if the live is skipping. It ain't made for everybody to be a head coach. So let me see. Mr. Anderson, he says that Miami stat cool, but Water been coming off the boards in the second round. Okay. Yeah, you might have to go Tyreek and Water. It doesn't matter. You got to do what you got to do to get that stat, bro. If I want that stack, I don't mind drafting Water in the second. That's not going to kill me. What wide receiver in the second round is necessarily better than him? Amon-Ra is nasty, but if I want to go after Water, I think I will go after Water. I don't think is going to stop me. Amon-Ra is not going to stop me from getting Water in the second. No running back is going to stop me. So thank you for letting me know that, bro, about Water. But I'm still going after Water in the second round. So listen, guys, thank you for that, Mr. Anderson. If you got to get Tyreek, and then Jalen Waddle, and then wait, and then then third round get your running back or your tight end, and then come around and get Tua in the late rounds, then you do that. I still think that stack is worth it. I'm telling you, that's going to be a league-winning stack if Tua stays healthy. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, thank you for letting me know that, bro. Because listen, guys, I don't watch ADP. Let me tell y'all something. You might say, guys, he just winging it. He don't know what he knows football, but he be talking about these guys coming off early. You know why? Because I don't watch that. Ask Kanye West, is he watching what Timberland is doing? He don't want that to infiltrate his spirit so he can't be creative. I don't want ADPs infiltrating my spirit so I can be, oh my God, I got to take this guy here. I got to take this guy here. I don't do that. I just take my teams and listen. You can ask some of these guys in these chat. I hit. My teams ain't garbage. Matter of fact, I'll pull up my team. I'll pull up a couple of my teams real quick just to show y'all. Real quick, guys. Stay with me. Don't leave after the live. I just want to show y'all that what I'm saying, I'm just not sitting around here talking and telling y'all to do crazy stuff. Let me see. Let me go to my league last year. Mr. Anderson beat me in the championship. He beat me in that championship in that league. Let me see. Here we go right here. All right, let's see if I can go previous leagues. Look at previous leagues, draft results. 2022. All right, guys. Here's the championship right here. Let me share this screen. Let me share this screen. Let me see. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see this. Let me put this comment down. All right. This is the championship game, and I want to show you my team. Let me look at the league. That way it can show, I wanted to show the championship schedule. So it can show the championship. All right. Matchup. Maybe matchup will do it. Scores. Let me see. Was it week 7? Okay. I wanted to show the championship, guys. That's what I'm trying to get to, so you can let y'all know that I was in the championship, so you don't think I'm just showing the league. Well, you see that he got the championship thing right there, and you see the records: 9-5, 10-4. So you know that's got to be championship. All right. Look at my team. Look how I built my team. Here go my team right here. Jared Goff. I was on Jared Goff last year. Zonovan Knight. I picked him up. Tyreek Hill. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nobody was on Tyreek Hill last year. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Christian Watson. I said he was the best wide receiver in the draft. And then listen, I could be wrong on that, but I thought he was the best wide receiver. I took him in the startup. Then we did IDP now. So there's a lot of IDP guys. So I ain't gonna get into IDP. But Kyler Murray went down. I told you that don't stop. I don't worry about no injuries. That didn't stop me. I still had Jared Goff. Who I played in my other quarterback spot. Look, I didn't even start a quarterback because I didn't have one. So I had to put George Kittle there. No, Devin Singletary. Kareem Hunt. Look, I was already on some RGP Ryan last year. Rashad Penny, he got hurt. Tutu Atwell, he helped me a little bit out. Let me see. Peyton Warner, that's some of my IDP guys. Buda Baker went down. Trey Lance went down. So I lost Trey Lance and Kyler and still went to the Fantasy Football Championship. So I just wanted to show y'all that. All right. Let me get out of this. All right. So yeah, guys. So let me go through the chat real quick. Let me see. Kobe says Cordell Patterson and Tyler Algier as well, Cuzzo. Yes, sir. Yeah, they do. They got some other talent there. Now they might not be a stat that I necessarily would say that I would play in fantasy. But if anybody goes down, these guys are gonna be able to play. And they could get cut, but I don't think so. Lindale says, TD, I'm thinking of going RB first 2 rounds. I'm a 0 RB guy, but now everything's jumping in on it to being a contrarian usually works out for me. Bro, it ain't about being a contrarian. It's about what draft position you got. To me, bro, I wouldn't go in and start and try to say, oh, I'm getting 2 RBs. You got to get the best players on the board. So if you hit the 112 and Jonathan Taylor is there, and let's just say CMC, I know he probably won't be there, but I'm just giving you a common denominator. If those 2 guys, then you take them. You don't sit there, I got to get a wide receiver. No, you got to go take your draft as it is. That's why I help people out in their drafts and fantasy football on my OnlyFans, because it changes. You can't just say, okay, I'm going 0 RB. That's why I don't teach no one strategy and just tell you to do it every time. I won't even do a mock and tell you that that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta fill the mock out. I'm not gonna take no wide receiver just to take a wide receiver, and I don't want that guy. That's not. I feel like that's how you lose, and that's how you get too caught up on the strategy. Take the best available player, but also know how you build it. So if you go RB, then you know you're gonna have to get some hit. You got to hit on your wide receivers, right? Or you need to get a heavy. So if you go RB, then maybe get you a top end quarterback. Go and get you a quarterback early. Let me see. And Lindell says drafting based on ADP gets you beat. It does. Go get your guys you believe in. I like to grab my guys a round ahead of the ADP. I agree. I don't even pay attention to ADP. I'm just going to get my guys. I'm just going to drafting them. You need to practice and do mock drafts, but I'm not worried about no ADP. He says, I don't draft ADP, but doing mocks is hard to double up on that Hill and Waddle. No, it's not. It's not. You're just going to have to go and get them. If you're worried about other players, then yeah, if you try to get like a guy in the second round and you try to wait to get Waddle, then this ain't going to happen. So I haven't really did any. Tua's not the guy that I'm targeting. So I haven't really done a lot of teams where I'm trying to get that Miami stack. But I do know that Miami stack is going to be nasty this year. I'm targeting Lamar. But guess what I'm doing, bro, to make sure I get Lamar? I'm getting him in the second round, bro. I know that's early, ain't it? I ain't waiting on him. I'm not gonna let nobody get Lamar. If you go get him in the second round, I know you watch my channel. If you go get Lamar in the second round, a lot of people are not going to get Lamar in the second round. So I'm willing to go get Tyreek Hill in the first round, Lamar in the second round, and in the third round, let me see what players be there. I take Jalen Water. I take Amon-Ra St. Brown. I take Najee Harris. It just depends on who's there. The best available player. Travis Kelce. Let me see. But you can get that Waddle stock, bro. Just all you gotta do, just go Hill and Waddle. If he's not leaving that second round, bro, you gotta go get him early. You gotta get him early, bro. Now, if he gets drafted, then you might have to get off Hill. You got Hill, and then Waddle gets taken at the 2-1, and you drafted Tyreek at the 110. Okay, I understand that. Then you got to go pivot. Go get the best available player. Go get you a super duper quarterback. Go get you Josh Allen or somebody, a quarterback that you trust is going to score a lot of points. Pat Mahomes. Then come back around in the third, and get you an RB or another wide receiver. So even though you might not be able to get Waddle, you could be the first one in the pool. Don't get sloppy second players. Just because all the receivers gone there, you looking at lesser tier guys. No, go on into the quarterback position and get you a top guy. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna sit there. Everybody got all the quarterbacks. I don't care. I'm getting the top running back. Everybody got all the running backs. I don't care. I'm getting me a top quarterback. Everybody got all the wide receivers and the running backs. I don't care. I'm going to get me a tight end. You got to be able to pivot. That's how you do drafting. And guys, I'm gonna be doing more mock drafts. I'm just trying to get my internet right. My internet been acting funny, so I think this one's been doing pretty good. I don't know what's going on with Diggs, bro. I think Diggs, he just want more money, and he don't like Josh Allen. That's why I'm getting off Josh Allen. See, I'm giving y'all the gas right now. I'm giving y'all the gas right now because Stefon Diggs, if you saw it the last game in the playoff, Stefon Diggs, they had to hold him back. He was going off on Josh Allen. Josh Allen, guys, he's good. Don't get it twisted. He's going to put up a lot of fantasy points, but Stefon Diggs don't trust him in a big game. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. He don't trust Josh Allen in a big game, so now he want more money. Because guys, if he really trusted this team to win a championship, he would be good. He wouldn't be making a ruckus. But I don't want Josh Allen because I don't trust him in a big game too. Now, fantasy is different than big games. But I'm just not taking Josh Allen because I'm like, oh, okay, it's Josh Allen. A lot of it's Josh Allen. And then when he regressed, he's up for a regress this year. Now, it might be 2 slots. It might be 3. So Brian Daboll helped make Josh Allen. So I don't want them. I'm big on offensive coordinators. That's why Geno might outplay Josh Allen this year because he has a better offensive coordinator and a better coach. So that's just my 2 cents on that. That's what's going on with him. Let me see. Martin Torres says non-PPR 6-round keeper. All right, guys, I'm gonna answer your question, bro. Let me get to this last team real quick. Okay, so I told y'all Atlanta is a sneaky stat. That's a sleeper stat. Desmond Ridder, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and they got really good backups. Okay, Trey Lance and the 49ers. I know a lot of you don't. I don't think Trey Lance is gonna be the starter. I do. Guys, if Trey Lance wasn't going to be the starter, they would have been traded. You don't sit there and tell people that another player is a starter. You killing his trade value. If they was going to trade Trey Lance, they'd be like, yeah, Trey Lance he the gas. Yeah, he's probably going to be our starter this year. And then they would just trade him. Like, why would you, remember last year with James Robinson? Nobody's told you that James Robinson was going down. They was like, yeah, James Robinson, he's going to be good this year. And he this and this. And then they traded him. Then they told you the truth. They're not going to tell you the truth about Trey Lance and say that he ain't that good and then start Brock Purdy. Why would you do that? Like, you would try to build that up a little bit and then maybe trade Trey Lance and get you another backup quarterback in case Purdy ain't there. You don't kill your value. You don't depreciate your house and then try to put it on the market. You don't go and paint your house and put all kinds of crazy stuff on it and then say, what is it worth? No, you're going to dress it up real pretty, put stuff over the holes, and then you'll put it out there on the market. So I believe Trey Lance is going to be the starter. And I believe that Brandon Ayuk is going to have a breakout season, and Debo is going to be balling out, and George Kittle going to be balling out. Now, I think he's going to have a better commodity with Brandon Ayuk and Debo on gadget plays. George Kittle might not be what he was last year, but George Kittle going to have some bust-out games. So I'm telling y'all guys, go get that Trey Lance. Brandon Ayuk and Debo, all them guys. CMC, you can get all them guys. If you got the number 1 overall pick, you can get CMC. And then you can, whatever else you do between that, go get Debo in the 3rd, 4th round. Just depends on what's out there. I'm not going to tell you the ADP because it just depends on what's out there. So then go get Debo. Then you wait a few more rounds, get IU. Then, Kittle might be gone. That's fine. And so then you got CMC, Trey Lance, Debo, and IU. So that, to me, that's a stack that I'm killing. I'm killing with. So, guys, let me answer this question real quick. Martin Torres says, non-PPR, 6th-round keeper for 2 more years. Running back Stevenson, New England, what do you think? Good? Yes. Yes, I don't know with the rest of your team, bro. That's why you need to maybe sign up for the OnlyFans so I can look at the rest of your guys and say who you need to keep. But right now, yes, I'm keeping Stevenson. Stevenson is going to catch a lot of passes, and they're not going to run them in the ground. So they have guys here and there. But New England guys, they're not going to look out for his whole season. But for the next 3 to 4 years, Rhamondre Stevenson is going to be good for New England. He's going to catch passes, and he's going to get the bell cow work, which is the goal line work, the green zone. So I think that's a great keeper, bro. As far as just the information that you're giving me, I think he's an excellent keeper. Duncan, what's up, bro? Glad to see you here, man. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel, bro. Glad to see you here, Duncan. Cutting edge content here. And Duncan said he loves Josh Allen. No, I don't love Josh Allen. I think he's a good player, but I don't love Josh. No, I don't. Oh, you talking about Stephon Diggs? Don't listen to that, bro. He went off last year on he was talking junk on the sideline. You don't go off if you if you like your quarterback. You don't go off. You be like, okay, I'll wait till I get in. You tell me one person who showed up Tom Brady as a wide receiver. Now, Antonio Brown doesn't count. Mike Evans said, God, he missed throws on them a lot. They never showed him up. You don't show up a guy, man, if you respect him. Nobody. Look at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts missed throws early to Devontae Smith. He never showed him up. You don't show up your quarterback, bro. You never, ever do that. You never, ever show up your guys. Duncan says, they boys. Yeah. And Russell Westbrook and James Harden was boys. Bro, it's Dwayne Wade and LeBron, you know they boys. And what happened? LeBron, he left. Bro, that don't mean nothing. I'm not saying he don't like Josh Allen. I'm just saying he don't want to play with Josh Allen as a wide receiver. That's 2 different things. As friends, what's up, man? We going out and partying at the club? Yeah, man, Josh Allen probably cool. But he don't want Josh Allen ain't the best quarterback. Oh, that's the top quarterback. We're going to win a Super Bowl. I don't think he feel that way because if he did, all this stuff wouldn't be coming out. He would be doing it under the table. And Josh Allen would be like, yeah, we need to do what we need to do to get Josh Allen. That's just me knowing sports, bro. I could be wrong, bro. But knowing sports, I know, my friend, I'm not going to show him up. Now, I can say I might be really he my homeboy, but I want to go to another team. And I might show out, but I might not direct it at him, but I'm still showing out. Mr. Anderson says, like and subscribe. Yes, sir, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Linda says, I agree. I'm faded Allen. Jets D. No joke. Miami defense as well with Ramsey. Tougher division this year. Yes, sir. It is. Scott, what's going on, Scott? He says, got to watch the early RBs. Too many with tons of career touches. Yep. Tell him, Scott. He's right. He's right. CMC, I'm not touching. Barkley, I'm not chucking. Barkley, I'm not touching. Eckler, it just depends on where he falls, but he probably ain't falling to me. I'm not touching. Chubb, it's his year, bro. That's the only one I disagree with you. The reason why, bro, Chubb, that's like Frank Gore. That dude, man, he's a good person, man. Ain't nobody perfect. But if you want to say who's a perfect guy in the NFL, who's the best guy in the NFL for us, a good man, it's Chubb, bro. He works out. I trust Chubb this year. And they got rid of Kareem Hunt. I don't think Jerome Ford's going to come and take a lot of his carries. So I think this is a Chubb year. Jacobs, he still might have a year in him. I'm not touching him so much. It depends on where he falls, but he might have a good year. Henry still might have a going out party. He might have one more going out party and just give it to you. He might not have 2,000 yards, but he might have 1,500 to 1,600 yards. So here, I'm still not drafting these guys. But I'm taking Chubb in the first and second round. I wouldn't say in the first round. But if I got the 112 and the 2-1, I'm taking Chubb. I like the package Chubb if I'm going a heavy RB. I like Chubb this year. I'm high on Chubb. And then he says here we have all the career touches marks that indicates decline from the previous year. Yes, I agree, bro. I agree 100%. Except for just for Chubb this year. That's just my opinion, though. Duncan says, where do you think Dalvin lands? I'm hearing Jets. He could go to Jets or he could go to Miami. It just depends. To me, I don't really care. Now, listen, if he goes to Miami, I kind of do care because they're going to have a lot of open lanes. But other than that, bro, I don't really care. I'm not really targeting him. Man, and I hate to sound like I'm not trying to be like funny, but bro, it be so much going on in football. You can't follow all that stuff. That's honey. That's look at this. And you follow all that, bro, you be trying to draft everybody. Man, I'm not worried about no Dalvin Cook. Now listen, don't get it twisted. If he falls to the right spot in one of my drafts, I will take him. Now, so it don't matter if he plays for Minnesota or if he plays for Miami or the Jets. Now listen, I'm not touching Breach Hall this year. Don't touch running backs coming off of injuries like a not a career-ending injury, but a season-ending injury. Do not go to the running backs. Not no knee injury, guys. If they tear an ACL or MCL, don't touch those guys. Do not touch those type of running backs. I don't care. Breach Hall, he ain't Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson is a Nephilim. You know what I'm saying? He's special. So, but yeah, man, Dalvin Cook, man, wherever he falls, his ADP still gonna be out. Like I ain't looking for him, but like I said, if he falls to me, I'll take him. Scott says, then throw a Taylor's ankle injury with a running quarterback and Pollard coming off a broken leg. Yes, listen, I'll take Taylor just because he got Anthony Richardson with him, a good running quarterback. So if you look at Tim Tebow, you look at any running quarterback, a running back on that team always has been good. It's never been a bad running back on a team that a quarterback ran on. Like look at Miles Sanders. I'm not high on Miles Sanders, but because of Jalen Hurts, he had a great season. So that's the only reason why I'm with Jonathan Taylor. But listen, what you saying about injuries, you got to know that with running backs. So if you go heavy running back, both of them can go down. That's how running backs work. That's why and don't just try to go zero RB because running backs can get hurt because you can miss out on the Josh Jacobs. But know that hey, you got to be able to draft right. To me, guys, I'm going to show y'all how I draft. I draft a lot of running backs late. Like I might have like 7 or 8. I might have Raheem Mostert. I might have Kyren Williams. I might have Jerome Ford. I might have Antonio Gibson, A.J. Dillon. And that way, whoever get hurt, I don't care. The wheels keep on turning. I don't care nothing about who gets hurt. I don't care. So that's why, listen, guys, I'm giving y'all my secrets. This is really for my OnlyFans, but once I get going, I'm going to give y'all the sauce. I don't worry about those top end running back CMC. I draft so many running backs that eventually, guys, when the fourth quadrant come around, I got the starter. See, I'm telling y'all the gas right there. Look at the top 5 running backs in the last quadrant in the championship week. Najee Harris, Cam Akers. Those are top 5 guys. Not CMC was still good. He happened to be good this year, that year, but not Jonathan Taylor, not Nick Chubb. They were struggling. So that's why you have to go and get a bunch of guys, and that way you got to keep moving them and keep working the waiver wire. That's what I do with running backs. But wide receivers, I want those studs. The way y'all aim for them in running backs, I want Cooper Kupp. I want Justin Jefferson. Jamar Chase sometimes. Tyreek Hill. I love stud wide receivers. They output comes. It keeps hitting. Mr. Anderson says, I like Chubb and Najee. Yes, I do, bro. You see, bro, that boy taking my players. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Chubb and Najee are my two favorite running backs this year. I'm gonna be doing the videos on those guys, a lot of videos. I love Chubb and Najee this year. Now listen, I wasn't on Chubb last year, but I was on Najee last year. And I told everybody, don't trade Najee. And the reason why, because I know he was a stud and he hit down the stretch. And I believe in him this year. God, this guy, he pushed through injuries. So he's going to be getting all the goal line targets. And so is Chubb, all the goal line targets and touches. So I love both of those guys on a high-end offense. Now, Steelers might not be a high-end offense, but it doesn't matter. They playing with Mike Tomlin, who love bell cows. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Okay. And Mr. Anderson says, how you feel about DeVonta Smith? I love DeVonta Smith. He's going to be like a Jalen Waddle last year, bro. I love DeVonta Smith. Yes, sir. I like DeVonta Smith way more than T. Higgins. Way more than T. Higgins. Because DeVonta Smith, guys, is one of the best route runners in the league. You see he won the Heisman. Look who was on that Alabama team. They had Jalen Waddle, Jameson Williams, was Jameson there? Jameson might have not been there, but they had all these upper echelon guys. Like guys that was first round picks and second round picks. And DeVonta Smith ended up being better than all of them. When Waddle went down, he ended up winning the Heisman. The other guys was going to win the Heisman. DeVonta Smith, guys, is a great route runner. Now, he's small. Got to watch out for injuries. But the guy's a great route runner. He's a great tandem to A.J. Brown, a physical beast wide receiver that'll push you out the way. And then you got another guy that's running routes like Jerry Rice. DeVonta Smith reminds me of Jerry Rice with the body build and the speed on the field. I'm not saying he's Jerry Rice, but he reminds me. Great route runner. Great route runner. I love DeVonta Smith this year. Love him. Now, that don't mean to climb up and get his ADP. That don't mean, okay, I'm going to go get him at this pick right here or that pick here at the second round. No, take him assess the board. Make sure he's the best wide receiver on the board. There's only a few players that I'm going to tell you to go take no matter what. To this year, and I'm going to do this video, but I'm going to tell you now, Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill. These are guys, you take these guys no matter what, and Travis Kelce, if you want to throw him in there. You got to take these guys. If you want these guys, you got to go get them early. You might have to go get them in the first round. But other than that, I'm not taking these other guys. I'm letting the draft fall too because listen, there's 9 ways to skin a cat. There's 9 ways to skin a cat. And Linda says, agree. I like Najee. I do too, bro. Mr. Anderson said, I know you taking notes. I know, bro. I know. Appreciate it. Guys, Mr. Anderson, we will be doing a show later on this year. Mr. Anderson, guys, he don't like me to talk about his career and stuff. This is because he's humble. He's a very humble man, a really good guy too. But he played for the Patriots. He played with Tom. He played with some Hall of Famers. He had a good career, and he was a top athlete coming out of college and everything. But guys, he will be coming on and doing a show and talking about his career and talking about fantasy. So I can't wait. That's gonna be fire, guys. Make sure you tune into that, and I will be scheduling that. That will be a scheduled show. He beat me in the fantasy football championship too. I'm gonna get my face back. He think he better than me, but it's all good. Scott said, I am just looking at those early backs and thinking this is definitely a year to use anchor back, then go get your receivers. Look at something like Akers, White, Sanders, Pacheco in the 5th and 6th. Yes, I agree with that. Anchor back. Use an ankle back. Yes. So White, Sanders, and Pacheco. I don't like Pacheco. I think Deneric Prince gonna take his job. But I do like White, and I understand about Sanders. I'm fading Sanders, but I do understand Akers too. So I understand what you're saying, bro. You said I'm just looking at those early backs. Yeah, fade those early backs like he's saying, because he said they can get hurt. Go get those anchor backs like Akers, White, Sanders. I agree with that. Not all the guys that he mentioned, but I love his philosophy. His philosophy is definitely right. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to get my my top wide receivers, and then I'm going to get these anchor backs, like 7 or 8 of them, and hope and whatever happens, I'll be able to maneuver them through my lineup and start. Mike, he says, can you repeat the 5 stacks? I can, Mike. Yes, sir. So, guys, the first stack is Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith. The second stack is Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. The third stack is Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. The fourth stack is Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman. The fifth stack is Deshaun Watson, David Njoku, Amari Cooper. The sixth stack is Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. And the seventh stack is Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison. And my 2 sleeper bonus stacks are Desmond Ridder, Kyle Pitts, Drake London from the Atlanta Falcons, and the San Francisco 49ers with Trey Lance, George Kittle, and Deebo Samuels. And listen, guys, with these stacks, it's like building a sandwich. If you don't like Miracle Whip, go get Duke. If you don't like onions, go get green peppers. So if you don't like Mike Williams, go get Quentin Johnson. If you don't like Debo, go get Brandon Ayuk. If you don't like Mark Andrews, go get Zay Flowers. So you can mix it up. You don't got to take the Zach guys that I'm taking. But this team, I believe these are going to be the top 7 offenses. Now, I could be wrong. It could be 3 or 4 when we hit. But anyway, I'll take those odds. Right? I'm not perfect, guys. I don't claim to know everything. A lot of people take my confidence as, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. And I want to get off conversation a little bit. But, you know, I see a lot of comments. If y'all ever read my comments, or some of my like Facebook posts and stuff, people say, man, you know, you act like you know everything. They say that you think you know everything. I'm like, bruh, I'm just ambitious and I'm confident in my players. I don't know everything. I fall short of glory. I'm a human. I fart and poop just like everybody else. But I believe in what I'm saying, and I haven't been humbled. God hasn't humbled me as far as me telling me, well, TD, man, you need to change your whole philosophy on fantasy football. I haven't been humbled like that. But a lot of people take my confidence as wrong, guys. But like I said, these are my stats. These are the guys that I'm riding with. And I believe all 7 of them going to hit. I really believe that. All right. And Duncan says, let's get a league going, bro. I should be heavy favorite to take it down. I love it. Duncan, I'm starting one more league. So hit me up on my Gmail just to give me your information. That way, bro, I can get in contact with you. Listen, if you want to, it's up to you because I know this is personal information. Email me who you are and put your number in my email. That way, bro, because when I get the league going, I don't know how to get in contact with you. I can't wait on you 2 days. I might have 1 day to wait on you. So hit me up in Gmail. If you respond to your Gmail within 2 hours, then that's fine. But if you don't, then you might have to put your phone number down. That way I can text you and say, listen, we started. But listen, it's going to charge you. It's going to cost you $10 to play in the league because the way you get in these leagues, you got to be signed up on OnlyFans. So sign up on OnlyFans and then you get a free admission to the leagues, bro. Other than that, I got to charge you a $10 entry fee on top of whatever the fee might be for the league. So, yeah, bro, I would love to have you in there. Guys, I got listener leagues. If you want to get in there, sign up for the OnlyFans. And I'm going to be doing a video to let people know about that later, but I'm going to go ahead and tell people now since he asked. Martin says, Chubb is RB1. Yes, sir. Martin Torres says he is. I believe he can be the RB1 this year. I agree 100%. Yes, sir. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Mike says, I am with on Trevor Lawrence. He emerged last year. Really could be a beast. Listen, I love Trevor Lawrence. I think he's gonna be a top 5 quarterback. But I don't think none of those receivers are gonna be top 5. This is what I think, bro. I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna have like a number 1 wide receiver every other week or every week. Like 1 week might be really for 26 points. The next week might be Evan Engram. Then the next week might be Travis Etienne. I think it's going to fluctuate. So I don't want none of those receivers. I want guys to give me 3 to 4 weeks at a time, top 5. That's how you win your leagues in quadrants. If guys can give you 4 weeks of top 5, he dominated that quadrant. Now, I don't want guys to give you 1 dominant game and then give you 14 and 11 and 12. That's okay, but that doesn't win you weeks. What wins you weeks is guys that go 35, 28, 40. Okay, then they might give you 11. I'm okay with that. I don't think it's no wide receiver or tight end or running back on this team that's going to dominate every single week other than Trevor Lawrence. So I love Trevor Lawrence, bro. I agree with you 100%. 100%. Stan Steves, yes, sir. He said, let me get in that league, TD. I got you, bro. Yes, sir. Just sign up for the OnlyFans, bro. Hit me up. I think you follow me on Twitter. So, bro, yeah, just hit me up. Guys, fantasygoodsports@gmail.com. Just hit me up and let me know you want to get in the league. And I'll tell you what you need to do from there. If you just want to pay the one-time $10 entry fee to get in my leagues, that's fine. Well, actually, it's for this year, just to get into all of the leagues that I provide. Because I got some best ball ones coming up, too. But if you sign up for the OnlyFans, you're available to all of them, and you ain't got to pay that entry fee. Mr. Anderson and some of these other, Lindell, they sign on my OnlyFans, so that's why they get in. And also they donate to the channel through Cash App and stuff like that. So that's how they get into these leagues. Lindell says, from what I've seen, a ton of people are taking receivers now. I think because of there's a ton of running back. I agree.
That's why I'm not going 0 RB on every single league this year. I agree with you 100%, bro. I got to kill a team, and guess what? I took Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor as my first 2 picks. So I agree with you, bro. You got listen, this strategy right here, and I'm gonna be making a video about this strategy, and it's also on my OnlyFans. I tell people about this when you sign up for my OnlyFans. It's called no sloppy seconds. That's the strategy that he's doing. If everybody's on quarterbacks 1 year, you go wide receivers. If everybody's on wide receivers, you go tight ends. You switch it up. You don't get, okay, well, 5 running backs is gone. Well, I guess I'm gonna get the 6 running back. No. 5 wide receivers going. I guess I'm gonna get the 6 wide receiver. No. You be the first one. I always break stuff down. I try my best to break it down in a relationship. If the prettiest girl at school or the prettiest guy at school, for my females that follow, if everybody's been with that person, don't you rather go and downgrade to a nice person that may not look as good, but they ain't been with everybody? Or you want to wait in line and say, we want to wait for your turn. I want to wait for my turn. That ain't no value. You ain't got nothing. Go get the person that's sitting around that ain't been with a lot of people, and that person might end up being the finest person ever. If you look at some of these Hollywood girls, they weren't the prettiest girl in school. They evolved into that. The prettiest girl on the school, she might be on drugs. And then listen, I'm just being funny, guys. I'm being lighthearted. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I see y'all down here now. Let me read some of these comments. Stan C said, it is safe to say you not stacking Jimmy G and Devontae Adams this year. No, sir. I'm not. I'm actually fading Devontae because of Jimmy. Now, if another quarterback goes there, they trade for a big-time quarterback or somebody, or Tom Brady come in, yes, I love Devontae Adams. I'm taking him early, like probably early first round or late first round or early second round. And Mr. Anderson, smash that like button on the way in. Yes, sir. Hit the like button, guys. So, guys, I guess I'm getting ready to get out of here. If anybody don't got any more questions, I've been on here for about an hour now. If nobody else got any more questions, I'm going to get out of here. Guys, go sign up for my OnlyFans. If any of because I made a couple of you moderators. If you can post some of my links in the comment box, I appreciate it. But, guys, go sign up for my OnlyFans. Now, listen, my OnlyFans is different. You might say, why should I do that? Because, guys, I help you personally. You can hit me up and say, TD, what should I do? And listen, even if I got to talk to you. Now, listen, usually that costs. But I can call you for 5 minutes to get a point across because you're part of my OnlyFans. That's what my OnlyFans is. You tell me who else is doing that. So it's not, I'm talking about, I don't care how many people I got on my OnlyFans. I'm always going to have the time to do that. Now, listen, if you need help with your drafting, that's different. I charge $40 for my OnlyFans members, and I'm there with you the whole draft. I don't care if it's a 2-week draft, and you got to call me all the time. If it's just a 1-day draft and I got to stay with you for 2 hours, I got you. That's what my OnlyFans provides. And also, if anything cutting edge happened that I don't want to put out on YouTube yet, I put it there first. But usually it's one-on-one. That's what it's about. It's me talking to you one-on-one. It's not about me putting any kind of secrets on there, because I'm going to tell you the secrets for me to you on OnlyFans. That's what the OnlyFans is for. And Linda, yes, sir. Hey, shh. Don't be telling nobody about Daniel Jones and Darren Waller. Daniel Jones and Darren Waller. Shh. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Daniel Jones, listen. I could be wrong. I could be, hey, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I see the glass half full, right? Daniel Jones could go out there and be just a top 12 quarterback. But I believe he's going to be MVP candidate. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I got credit to say that, and can't nobody rebuttal what I got to say, didn't I tell you last year that Tua had a chance to win MVP, and then he was going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league with them speed wide receivers with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, and y'all couldn't even respond to it. Tell me something. Then go TD, it's fantasy good sports. I don't know. So I love Daniel. Now listen, I'm not sitting there and telling you I bet you $500 that he's gonna win. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I believe in Daniel Jones. I love drafting Daniel Jones this year. Brian Daboll, they're gonna have that boy right. Darren Waller, if he stays healthy, he's gonna be right. So I love Daniel Jones this year. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Y'all guys be safe. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Peace.
Peace.